Right there. Yep.
Nice. Oh my gosh, I like it. I like it like that, but it's just stunning like this. Yeah.
There's that brown one too.
Nice. That's so cool. Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
Somebody ever done so far in Summer Saloon? That's it? Really?
cars are greedy.
I'm glad it's back. Taking over show back on, because I know it was very sorely missed. So it was very much missed. It was a great part. Of course, the weather just absolutely gorgeous on a day like today, so I'm sure this is going to be an annual tradition now for the summer. Put it on your calendars moving forward. Don't get our the award ceremony is happening at 2 o'clock. So this was the last chance to get those people spoke as volunteers. So, I'm going to quickly go over. There you go.
Beautiful photographer. Down the road, we've got the wonderful Carly Jane in the white. We've got Miss Annie Dolan crowd over here.
Look at this.
We've got Luscious Lizzie over there by the tent. And that's everyone's smart group. Oh, I'm sorry, Maria, I love you. And we've got Little Miss Friday. She's going to start on the page.
Before I toss this mic over to our lead, came to support, and we also want to wish Miss Silver Deluxe very happy birthday. All right, so here we go. I'm going to toss it over to Cherry Garden Business and we'll get this thing going. Hey guys, how are you all today? Isn't it a great day out here? The car show is spectacular. So I'd like to have the first contestant, please. Good afternoon. Welcome to the King of Contest. Can you tell us your name and anything about yourself?
service members who struggle with suicide. I help with an organization called Stop Serving Suicide Life. It's coming to them. And a huge thing for me and my whole friends and family. I just want to thank you all here who have served. I consider you all brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. If you were ashamed of my innocence, what would you be called? There is a lot of good shades of the books that we just told you. But I would choose blood red. And the reason for that being is
I don't understand why they just do with this house. It's cheap ass. Then you have the house, and then right next door is another house on the same property that they rent. It's probably like 6 feet, 4 feet. Rent is $100 a month. How much rent was it? Yeah, then they said they got audited last year. They supply like canoes and different stuff for that house or whatever. And people are like, oh, you don't have this, you're not supplying that. Well, come on out and take a look. Oh, no, my unit, I've never been on it. But I don't do anything shady or try to write anything funky off you. I just say yeah. I am right now. But the full time. Nice looking phone.
I will be back to visit. Thanks for having me.
Get all that stuff done, and then you know what? It's yours. I did that. 53 Oldsmobile V8 in his, we were in 7th grade, in his 28 Model A flatback pickup, Ford obsolete on Garvey Boulevard, and bought the adapter and the motor. And in 3 weekends, we had the Oldsmobile and the Model A. We had the hood closed. Mechanical brakes. Not even hydraulic. Mechanical brakes. And we drove it 3 blocks. Parked it. Walked the block to the school.
sorry.
The school came back, got in there, drove it 3 blocks, went to the school. Thing I ever did is he quit high school.
What happened to him?
adjust the bottom to the side. You can take your brake and go this way. No, for even hydraulic, like on the front of here. You take the bottom ones and you take them out where they just touch the brake drum and then you back them up. And then adjust the top.
Right. Your question as a pinup, what is something you have never found out?
I've got a pull right front on the left side, right. Turn the tires around.
You got an atlas.
And he actually even dad was Don't
Your mom, look. Dude, look at the street. Hey, look at free wine. Oh, cool. I was about to make the joke. Wait, what?
Well, they're really just happened when she wanted to make the Victoria Road. Yeah, that's not the whole thing. It's
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to bring in a winner for the day? Once again, ladies, you all did wonderful and good job. All right, so our second runner-up today is Miss Lucy Spooky.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's terrible. That's too bad.
You never know. Well, so I tell people, what good are you without you? How are you doing with diabetes? Good.
What's up, Larry? Good. How you doing? Oh, you noticed his mustache. How's it going, man? Good, good. Good. Check out my Camaro over there. Okay. You got a Camaro? ZL1 right there. Gray one. What color? Gray. Okay. Carbon fiber look. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they put those all the time.
Yeah. Internet access. They have to be
I'm not a pro. I just play music. Thank you so much.
Because it was just yellow with a black hood, and then he took all the blanket crap, green, purple, all this shit up yellow. And he's like, "You should do that on the bed." And I'm like, you know, I thought about it because I was like, that looks pretty cool.
I'm here to whip your ass.
Take that mask off.
It did that thing again. I'm not authorized. I'm gonna pose it.
It's the wrong way.
Yeah, so times $25 to $50 in most states, including this one. Yeah, where did you go to school? Where are you a Marine? There you go. Go Navy. Go Navy. Anyway, so here's the deal.
Ford Fairlane.
It's like a muted red.
$50 is Southern Racing. So when you use your brown red ticket, by the way, obviously this has been down. You must have. So once we draw all of these, all of those red tickets, that's fine. With that said, by the way, while we're getting ready to how many of you out there have heard of and or used Let's draw a red ticket. So let's do the first one. Get those red tickets out. Yeah, there's a lot of tickets in there. Just pull one out and we'll start reading them out. Just go ahead and yank out the next one.
I forgot something.
2903, 2903, 2903, 2903. Here we go. 338 6645. 338 6645. 338 6645. Where is one? Huh? 6969. Get together, we're going to put your number back in there for the other drawing. This is just bonus stuff. $50 gift cards to Summit. 071 6969. Anybody? Okay, you missed the part about coming over and gathering around it. You know. See, that's the thing. Where's that from? Okay. Al's in charge. He's the guy who has. 071 6249. Keep your red ticket. We're just giving away bonus stuff. You're going to go back into the bin. You make drawings. 071 6249. There you go. All right. How about 071 6681? 6681. 071 6681. Anybody? Oh, right there. All right, good. Got that? Hang on to them. We're going to put it back. Hang on to that one. 338 5442. 338 5442. There we go. How many do you have left? 338 6591. 338 6591. 6591. Nobody? Where? Oh, there he is. The Summit shirt and everything. Just keep it on there. There you go. Good job. Nice job. All right. 858 2817. 858 2817. 858 2817. How about that? The same, isn't it? You guys are all falling asleep. Anybody? You're not sure?
There's a couple over here.
5858 2817. You were close, you had a 7. Alright, there you go. How many more we have left? Couple? Alright, 071 6267. 071 6267. Anybody? All right, that's all right. He paid for his tickets. Absolutely eligible. Why not? How about 071 6171? 071 6171. Is that this gentleman right here? Hank, keep it on your. All right, hang on to it. All right, this is the last one, right? 071 6069. 071 6069. Yes, no? 071 6069. Going once. Nobody? All right. Well then, put it back in. So they show up. One more. 071 7057. 071 7057. 071 7057. Well, here's what we're going to do. We have one left. Let's do the trifecta, and they get that cash plus that. Oh, where'd you come? Running from the bathroom or something? What are you? Holy cow. Boy, we were about to give your thing away, though. Okay. All right, forget what I said. All right, so now it is for the cash money. Now, how much is going to the winner? What? Oh, well, hang on. They're all the same.
Okay. First of all, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, Mr. Crombie, for the music. So we went out and we took a little collection today. You know, I see a lot of red tickets.
Right closer to the mouth. Right closer to the mouth.
The winner is going to take, two winners are going to take home $700 each. That's a pretty good try. So with that, we're going to do it one more time, Kevin. Ollie. And it's cut it all out. Draw away. This young lady came all the way from Texas to help me. And she brought my nephew too, wherever he is. Okay. 0716079. 071. What? You obscuring that last number for me?
All right, there's one winner, $700. Nice job.
And it's cash.
Cash money. All right, so we still got one more.
Okay, last one. 858 2 2
It opened a file that I
2 8 2228. Hang on.
We're probably gonna have to go out that way somewhere. Yeah, I'll try to go out that way.
I think it was 858-2228.
It was a mistake. My God, that's the right number. And I had to make you buy tickets today.
From the same as me.
Thank you, everybody. Now I'm going to turn this back over to Rich. He's got some work to do.
Well, what we're going to do is introduce the Nevada Car Coalition. So I think we asked this earlier. As we all know, Chevy Club put this on many, many years ago. Successful event. It's always been successful, even in the bad weather. And I've been here through the mud puddles and everything else. And then, you know, we had COVID and everything shut down. And so the Chevy Club turned the reins over to the Nevada Car Coalition, and they collectively figured out we need to put this event on together again. So are you glad that Summer Salute is back? Will you come back next year? Will you come back next week? No. I just tell myself where I can go with that. So, The Nevada Car Coalition, as you've known, and if you've gone on the website and everything else, a group of folks that came together because of COVID. When it was shut down, there was no more communication, nobody knew about car shows, or doing things or not. And Dennis, who was president, I'll introduce him here, said, hey, let's get together with some of our folks that are in the know, and let's start kind of really this almost underground communication where, hey, COVID or no, we're going to still put the car shows on, we're going to do things. And so they developed a coalition, being able to communicate with all of the car clubs, and nobody a bigger, better car culture than Northern Nevada. Let me just tell you. I mean, Northern Nevada, man, it's just the car culture here is insane. And my brother who lives out east, he's super jealous. He's like, I got to drive 300 miles to go. You know, we got them every week and every night almost. So, with that said, all these folks in the blue shirt, and I'll introduce them. First of all, your president of the Nevada Car Coalition, Dennis Lindsay, who's also with the Dayton Valley Car Club. The vice president, because his mouth isn't loud enough to be president yet, but it's pretty loud, Al Jewell. It's good. The treasurer, and you all know this gentleman from doing Cars and Stripes, who, by the way, is next week, right, at Sportsman's Warehouse with the Iron Mafia, Rory Planetta. Right behind, there he is. And I think they're related, I can't be sure, it depends on the day, got to check their schedule. The secretary is Al's wife, Vicki Jewell. Where's Vicki? There she is. All right, the official photographer, and you've seen this lady around as well as part of the Nevada Classics, Marnie DeGegory. And her lovely husband, oh, it's the other way around, sorry. And he's got his car shows coming up here. When's the first Brunch and Classics? It's June 8th, the first Brunch and Classics at Baldini's. Director of Media, Kevin DeGegory. And then a board of directors, Marley Lindsay is the director. Come on up here, Marley. Tim Hayes is the director with the Antique Automobile Club of America. Tessie Planetta is a director. And Rich Strout, the director of activities, is somebody you get all of the emails from as well for all of the weekly calendars and everything. There's your Nevada Coalition directors. Round of applause for all of those ladies and gentlemen for doing the great job that they do. And it's tough work putting on a car show, let me tell you what. But they do a great job, and we appreciate everything you guys do. I think we're time for the awards now. Are we doing them?
Did we get to do this?
Okay. Are we all ready? Oh, absolutely. Okay. All right, so before we do our trophies, obviously everybody knows that Memorial Day is Memorial Day about buying a mattress? Is it getting a good car deal? No. What's it about? Absolutely. The ones that are interred as close as infirmly at the Nevada Veterans Cemetery and Arlington and all points in between. So, what I would like to do at this time, because it is Memorial Day, let's take a moment of silence and remember and reflect everybody, servicemen and women, who gave their lives during war or peacetime, but are now laid to rest. Memorial Day at 11 a.m. at the Northern Nevada Veterans Memorial Cemetery, exit 48, the second exit into Fernley. And that ceremony starts at 11, get there early. It's going to be a wonderful ceremony, beautiful day like today. 30 minutes out of your 3-day weekend to honor veterans. at that cemetery, if you wouldn't mind, please. So, let's get on to the awards. All right, 1900 to 1931 stock. 1900, let's just call it Civil War to 1931. Goes to car number 343, a 1949 Dodge sedan, Josh Yoakum. Where's Josh? The 29 Dodge sedan. Hello? They left. Right here. Oh, there he is. Right there. There's your trophy right over here. Congratulations, 1900 to 1931 stock. Now, 1900 to 1931 modified. Goes to car, looks like 146, Bud Putz, 1929. Screensaver's killing me on this thing. Well, I need help on the computer over here. It's in the trunk and gotta be able to stay up. There we go. Awesome. We got a 1929 Ford D sedan delivery. 1932 to 1954 stock. Goes to car 11, David Anderson, 1941 Packard, the 110 convertible. Where's David? There he is, okay. 32 to 54 stock, 41 Packard, right there. Nice job. Okay. What are we at? 32 to 54 modified. 32 to 54 modified. Goes to car 256, Jack Putnam. 34 Ford Roadster. Where's Jack in his Ford Roadster?
305. Sure, that's 305.
Yeah.
I mean, every.
Anybody? Is Jack here with his Ford Roadster? Well, we'll get him his trophy. Okay, moving on. 1955 to 1969 stock. Oh, God, I gotta read this guy's name again. He's a friend of mine. Car 149, Ron Cambra, 65 Buick Riviera Grand Sports. Where's Ron? Is he really gone? Go get your 90th trophy of the year. Nah, that is a beautiful man. I tell you what, that Riviera is something else. So congratulations. All right, computer went again. Sorry. Well, I'm not touching it, but then I don't know how to get the screen expanded again. Okay, thank you. Can you just stand right here? All right. Oh boy, now I do like reading this guy's name because he's got a great car. Unlike, I'm kidding. All right, 55. No, you're right. 55 to 69 modified, car number 134, Chris Stecker, 58 Chevy Delray. That's a beautiful car. He was actually an award winner last week in Hot August Nights as well. Beautiful car, 58 Delray. Chris is just a great couple. Congratulations. Good job. Nice going. Congratulations. All right, what are we at
79 stock. Here's another name I enjoy reading, well deserved, picks up a lot of trophies, going to add it. I think his percentage is going to go up now. Car 52, Eric Chenault, 1971 Jeep CJ5 Renegade 1. Where's Eric at? Oh, he's here. So there he is. And by the way, that Jeep has been inducted into the National Automobile Museum. That will be there for about 2 years starting this summer. So it's a beautiful Jeep, but at the same time, it's only a Jeep. It's a running joke that we have. It's a running joke. Congratulations, Eric. Good job. Okay, moving on. 70 to 79 modified. Car 428, David Peterson in the 71 Ford Grabber. David Peterson. There he is. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm there. Okay, 1980 to present, stock, future classics, car number 98, Douglas Palm, 2013 Chevy Camaro, ESS convertible. Is Doug here? Accepting the award for Douglas is the president of the Fernley Cruisers. And by the way, they've got a show coming up on the 4th of July. Fernley Classic Cruisers put on a great show every 4th of July. All right, moving on. 1980 to present modified future classics goes to car 437, Larry Dufek, 2017 Chevy Camaro. Nice going, congratulations. All right, moving on to the 1900 to 1944 trucks stock. Goes to car number, or truck number really, 174 in the 41 Ford pickup. Jeff Stoppelbach, where's Jeff? Where's Jeff? There he is. And by the way, talk about somebody that knows what Summer Salute's about. Jeff has been part of running it, putting together for many, many years with the Chevy Club. And here he is back winning a trophy. Good job. All right, 1900 to 1944 trucks modified. And I look at the name. Oh, where's Paul? He's got the 34 Ford pickup, car number 177. There he is. Hey, Paul, that's a beautiful truck, man. I tell you, you got to look at that thing if you haven't seen it. 34 Ford pickup. Okay, next up, 1945 to 1979 truck modified. And I've called this gentleman's name several times, and why not? Very deserving. Don Larson, 1956 Chevy, Chevy 3100. Truck number 1. Okay. Okay, now we are at 1980.
Yeah.
He did?
He has.
Going out there. Might come out tomorrow. My girlfriend doesn't care for the pond at all, so.
Right now it's full.
Yeah. Really? I might be. I'll just tell her. That's all. Right?
Just say the lake.
Yeah, go to the lake. She won't know the difference which way I'm going.
Right?
And this is like
There you go.
Okay.
Finished up, getting on the road.
Well, I got to try and move.
I had a 64 Fairlane. Oh, that's yeah, I wish it was.
I seen it down here a couple of years ago.
All right, one of the things that's really well done. Rancho here in the serve. 2817. You were close. You had a 7. All right, there you go. How many more we have left? Couple? All right, 071 6267.